Hello, long time no talk. I have recorded this video so many times, and over the last year I've debated whether I want to post this because I didn't know if I needed to do something large and grandiose and like a finalization of why I left this medium and why I don't post content anymore on YouTube. But over the past year, I've received a lot of, messages on my social media asking me why I don't post anymore. Why I'm not present on YouTube. That I'm missed. And though I appreciate all of those things, I never really felt I needed to explain myself. But I realized that some of my content has impacted people on deep and personal ways that I don't think I initially imagined my content could. So here I am, providing an explanation for why I'm not here anymore. I left YouTube because I felt that I had gotten all that I could from this. I started posting content, and if you've watched my channel for a long time, you will know that I've started posting content years ago. I started when I was in high school, like 7 years ago. Oh my god, first of all, 7 years ago, ew. But anyways, but for a while, when I started, I turned to YouTube while I was coming out. When I was trying to figure out who I was really exploring my own identity. YouTube was a place where I could find a million coming out stories from people around the world with different experiences, different lived experiences, and they resonated with me. I watched hours upon hours of coming out stories, and I really got a perspective on what the queer community was. And it really inspired me to begin my own coming out and to tell the people that I care about myself. So that was why I started YouTube, because I got all that from this medium and I wanted to give that back. My first meaningful to me, video on this channel was my coming out story. And it was something I posted because I wanted to help other people in their own experience, in their own journey, and to provide a perspective on my own life and my own daily experiences that could hopefully impact theirs. For those who have followed this channel, you know that a lot of my content was around advocacy. A lot of my content has been around speaking on LGBTQ issues and other social issues that I have opinions on. That's what this was for a long time. But I felt as YouTube changed and as, creators became famous and people started making like millions of dollars off of this platform, I felt that it was not what I wanted anymore. I didn't start this channel to gain fame. I didn't start this channel to make money. I didn't start this channel to do any of those things. I started this channel honestly to hopefully impact the lives of other people. And, for somewhat selfish reasons, in that YouTube for me was an outlet as well. It was an opportunity for me to speak on advocacy issues, to speak and have my voice heard to an audience that I'm lucky enough to have garnered. But over time I felt like that was not what this was anymore. This medium was not for that. And it was not for me. And so what I've done in the past year is really take a lot of my interest in that offline. I do a lot of local work with LGBTQ advocacy organizations, mental health organizations as well. I'm going back to school for counseling and psychotherapy. And so I'm really kind of seeing my own life, go down a path that I've wanted for a very long time. I'm seeing myself working towards a future, working with LGBTQ people with mental health concerns in the capacity of counseling and psychotherapy. So it's not that I've been gone, but it's that I've taken a lot of my interest and a lot of my work offline. And I've done it because on some level I feel that I've received all that I can from YouTube. That on some level this channel was a selfish endeavor where I could speak my mind, contribute to a narrative, and help further the conversation around advocacy and social issues. And as time has gone on, I have just felt more and more that YouTube is not for that. That my place is in the local community, that my place is in figuring out my own life and, you know, spending more time concerned about myself and where I want to be one day. And, you know, I've spent a lot of time doing self-reflection and, you know, figuring out what this channel has meant to me. And I have to tell you, it's meant a lot. But most importantly, what I think I have gained from this experience has been an ability to find my voice. Without YouTube, I don't think I could be as confident as I am. I don't think that I could be as sure about who I am, about my lived experience, and at my age. I don't think I could be where I am without doing this, without speaking to you, without this that we created together. I hope that anyone who has, you know, been around on this channel for years or months or are just watching this today, that you know that you have contributed to my life in very meaningful ways, and I can't even imagine who I would be without YouTube. I hope that my content has impacted you somehow, because that was what I set out to do. And I don't know if this is my last video forever on this channel, or if, you know, I'll be doing other online advocacy stuff. I think that for me, my being is best focused in a local space, in a public space, in a advocacy organizations, you know, and that's where I feel I belong. And that's why I've spent so much time doing that over the past year, and hopefully into the future as well. I just don't know what to say. I don't know if this will be the last video I make on this channel. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if it is, I hope that you know that this experience has impacted me, and I will carry it through the rest of my life. I hope that you have found your voice, and if you haven't, I hope that you search until you do. I hope that you live an inspired life, that you do the things that you want to. I wake up and I tell myself, and I know that I'm beginning to go down a career path and a life journey that I am excited for, and that I look forward to doing every day, and that I know what I am doing can impact people in ways that I want to, and that I hope can help them in the long run. So I hope anyone who's ever watched one of my videos, or 20 or 100, that you find that. So that is it. That is why I left YouTube, and that is what I leave you with today. And with that, I say thank you for watching. Bye guys, Davidoutt.